Oh, hello, hello. I was almost late for the party watching these BET red carpet looks. I was getting my life and also trying to figure out my life with some of the looks, but we're here now. Cheers to the sixth episode of Outfits and Cocktails. I am your host, LaBella, aka Toyah, aka the Wardrobe Scientist. We have this week's Vault Select joining us, who is SaintNickStyles. I'm super excited for this episode. I didn't do a big poof because I went to Trader Joe's and got a screw chop for $8. But the cocktails are flowing. I have a little, it's like a sparkling wine, and then I have these little ice cubes that I made. So, cheers. Woo. All right, so I'm just waiting for, okay, I think he actually just joined. Perfect. I'm going to let a few more people join in, but we are going to actually just get the party started, actually. They'll join. I think it's on. Okay, yes. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Can't complain. Can't complain. I love your
The skin,
earrings.
thank you. The skin is always glowing. Ugh, I need
Thank you.
a
I
skincare
appreciate it.
routine. I
No,
love it so much.
I think I actually need to record on one of these days because people do ask me quite a bit, what is it that I do? My routine's pretty simple. I don't think it's too crazy. But one of these days, I'll definitely record something.
Please do. We're waiting because I'm just like the skin is always it's giving glass skin.
Thank
It
you.
must be the Korean skincare because it's giving glass skin. I swear.
It's a couple Korean pieces in there for sure.
Okay, so we have to definitely get one of those videos out soon. So I want to
Absolutely.
introduce you for the guests. This week's Vault Select is a personal shopper and fashion concierge with an eye for true style and a reputation for keeping it real. Whether he's curating wardrobes or sharing his bold fashion opinions online, he's built a platform for being authentic, fashion forward, and unapologetically
Oh,
himself.
thank
Please
you.
welcome Saint Nick Styles.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. So, I'm just going to keep the party rolling because people come in and out, but I'm also going
Yeah.
to save this so it can go on YouTube as well.
Oh, beautiful. Love it.
Yes, so we can replay, and if anybody missed it, because I feel like a lot of people join in late and they're like, "Oh, I missed it." It's like it'll be on
Yeah.
YouTube. So a
Perfect.
recap is always needed. So
Awesome.
I want to jump right into it and ask you, how did your journey into fashion begin?
So I've really always have been interested in fashion. Ever since I was a little kid, I remember just like looking at the Giorgio Armani runways, and for me, it almost felt like watching porn. Like I felt like something that I shouldn't be watching. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Um,
I love that.
and back when like Barney's was a thing too, I would go on Barney's.com and I would just like add everything to my cart. Like I had my whole little fantasy going. But it actually started to become more real for me a couple years ago when one of my friends, he was he had lost a bunch of weight, and he was not like a fashion forward person in any way, shape, or form. And he had like a really big, like fancy wedding coming up. It was going to be like several weeks of events at some chateau in Italy or France. And he's like, Nick, I really need you to help me like come through with this. So we just went to town. I got him like all his looks. We got him his suit. Like everything was gorgeous and stunning. And everyone knew him from prior. So when they saw him at the events, they're just like, what is this? Who was this guy
Who
that we
is
never
this?
exactly. So
Okay.
from there it was a lot of word of mouth, and it would get clients just from like referrals. And yeah, that's been, I think it's been about like 2 or 3 years now, and it has taken off beautifully. So that's kind of how I got my start.
Oh
It was
my!
really
So
cool
for
times.
a wedding is a big start, though. That's like this person must really had a lot of trust in you because a
Yeah.
wedding,
Yeah.
that's
It wasn't his, it
big.
was yeah, it was like a really gorgeous wedding. He sent me photos, and it was very shishi, very very shishi. Like it was weeks. It was like one of those, not an Indian wedding, but adjacent to that because it was several days of events that they had planned.
Okay, well,
So
you mentioned chateau, so I know it was grand.
yeah.
Are you drinking or do you
uh,
drink? I didn't even ask
you
you.
know what? Like I do drink, but it's Sundays. I'm a sober rover. I just have my little water right here.
Okay, okay. I have a little sparkling wine. I said I was going to take it
Mm.
easy today, so staying hydrated. Look, that must be the secret to the get
It
to the glass
is.
skin.
It is
That must
definitely
be
one of the
the
secrets.
secret. I love it so much. Okay, so do you okay, so you did say that you used to kind of like build your wardrobe or just your fantasy when going online.
Yeah.
Would you say that's when you can remember the moment you developed your personal style, or was that separate from that?
Oh, I think it was separate from that. When I was younger, I didn't really know what my style was. Like, but when I was in eighth grade, for me, I remember the apex of fashion to me was like Macy's. You know what I mean? I was like, girl, like if you're just from Lacoste, bitch, like you have money, you know?
Okay.
And then I got a little bit older and I discovered Saks and then I discovered Barney's, and that's when I really started to understand what was out there in the world. Um, but at the time, I think I just really gravitated towards like individual pieces. I didn't really know what worked for me. You know, like my mom was shopping for me all the time. So like it was really just whatever, like Ralph Lauren, the calls, like little bits and bobs that she would get. And I was a teenager. I think I kind of came more into my personal style once I became like 21, 22. I started to
Okay.
understand my body type a little bit better. I understood like what colors worked better for me. But when I was younger, I was very much like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I'm thinking back. I was really into like oversized sweaters, actually. I was huge in oversized sweaters. I had like a weird,
Did you have
um,
your same frame? Like, were you like pretty
yeah, like I'm
slim?
slender on top and then I'm like thicker in the thighs. So yeah, I would say similar frame. Like I'm definitely much more like an adult than I was like when I was like 18, 19, but similar frame,
Okay.
I would say. Uh, but I just loved hoodies. It was like hoodies and sweaters. Like that was like my thing. And I remember going onto Etsy and I would just like look up like vintage designer sweaters and I would get like vintage Dior sweaters and vintage whatever sweaters and just double XL and a pair of jeans and that was like my outfit. It was
Now, was this
awesome.
also back then where it's like the oversized sweater, but then you'll pair it with like skinny leg pants or jeans, or was it like
It was
okay?
kind of that era. It was
Okay,
kind of
because I'm
that
trying to
era.
put it in my mind frame. Okay, I
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure if it was like that or was it like the boot cut. So it was the skinny legs
It
with
was
the
skinny.
oversized everything up top.
Exactly. Skinny jeans were like a big thing. I didn't go skinny. I would go like slim, but because of my thighs were thicker, like it was still pretty. In my opinion, I think it was still tighter than what they should have. What they should have
Okay,
been.
listen, I totally understand. I remember that era, so it was just kind of like the people that were huge were wearing skinny pants, and it's like,
Huge.
what is
Yes.
what is
Yes.
happening right now?
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
happening?
It was like even like all the football players too. Like I was looking at some like I forgot the name of this football player, but I was like, oh my God, like he was wearing skinny jeans back then. Like, and these are like big men that were
No, I know. It's like at one point it becomes jeggings. I'm just like, what is happening? Like, why?
jeggings. Exactly.
Jeggings, absolutely. I know exactly the era.
Exactly.
I'm glad that that era is gone. Oh my God.
Yes. Amen.
Okay, so now that you have developed your personal style, if you can describe your personal style in one outfit, what would it be?
In one outfit. Uh
Like, what would you be wearing?
ooh, I definitely love a monochromatic moment. I love like earth tones and neutrals. Um, but if it had to like really be like me, like the essence of me, I'd probably do like like a beige trouser, um, a clean white sneaker, and a really interesting top, whether that's like a silky top or some top that has like some embroidery in it. That would be my vibe for sure. And then a pair of like round sunglasses, maybe a baseball cap, depending if I cut my hair that day. And yeah, I think that's it. Good clean white sneakers, beige trousers. Like I run through my beige trousers like no other, and some type of interesting top. Is
Okay.
how I would describe it. Yeah. How about you? How
I,
would you
I feel
describe
like
yours?
I feel like even from social media, I feel like that's like your uniform.
It's my uniform. It's my
You do it in
uniform.
different ways, but like I feel like that's definitely your uniform.
Yeah, 100%.
With a
Like I
little
look
bit of a
a
little
little bit of
please
check.
out. Like it's I'm always here for it. Best to believe I'm always here for it. Okay.
Exactly.
What does a personal shopper actually do that most people don't realize?
Oh my gosh. So it's a lot of hmm, a lot of begging. I mean, that's really the best way to put it, because especially when you're dealing with brands like Chanel, Hermes, these pieces are very coveted. They're very hard to come by. Like they're located in a bunch of different random locations. Sizing is very difficult to track down. So you really have to like, I hate saying beg, but like you have to like, you're hunting for these things. You know what I mean? I believe that some people are under the impression that, you're just walking to the store and it's going to be there, or like because of your relationship with the advisor that they'll be able to just like pull it from God knows where. But oftentimes you really have to hunt and kind of beg for these items. It's crazy. And that's one thing that I've learned like throughout my journey here is like I have a lot of clients that are like VICs at a lot of these brands, and even with their VIC status, are unable to get these pieces, and it's just a matter of a lot of relationship building and kind of having to, for lack of better words, like beg for the piece. He was like, please, like
Yeah.
I need to get this boot, like I need this boot, you have no idea.
Because
So
you're freelance. Are you
yeah,
freelance? I don't want to, okay.
freelance.
Because I know
Yeah.
one of my friends, she's like a personal shopper, but she also works in sex. So
Mhm.
she kind of has the connection to get into like, okay, sex has like a
Exactly.
Chanel in there. So she kind of has her own relationships in there where she can kind of maneuver a little better. But you're kind of
Mhm.
like, I gotta build my relationships walking into the store and
Yeah.
please, Johnny, I need a size 40. Johnny, I need a
Exactly.
size 40, please. Lunch on
Exactly.
me, lunch on me.
Exactly. Like doing whatever it is that you can. I'm like, guys, like I need that size 40. Like, oh no, it's on hold. I'm like, guys, like I am payment ready. Like whatever it is that we gotta do to get this boot, like it's the last boot. And the company, like, I need this boot. So I think that's what it is. Like I think people think that like, oh yeah, there's a boot available over there, or like people think that they'll wait for their advisor to like contact them. I remember one of my clients, she wanted the Chanel Pro boot from Fall Winter 2025, the one that everyone
Hmm.
wanted, and she was telling me like, Nick, like it's gonna be fine. Like I know I'm gonna walk into Neiman Marcus and the boot's gonna be sitting right there for me. I'm like, it's not going to be
Okay,
sitting there.
sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I was like,
Give me a picture.
it's not going to be sitting there. I'm like, that boot is not going to be on the sales floor. It's like, whatever's meant for me is meant for me. I'm like, if you want this boot, we gotta get dirty. We gotta get dirty for this boot. And thankfully we ended up
Listen,
finding the boot, so that was good.
listen, the FOMO, the fashion FOMO.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
God. The fashion FOMO is real. And it's actually a real thing. Even when you think it's something that you can find, like it's really like no.
Exactly.
Like it's so hard. So I can only
Yep.
imagine the people that come with the most impossible tasks and it's like, you could do this, right?
Yeah.
By Friday. And it's like, it's Thursday night.
It's
Like
Thursday night. And I always tell people too, like, there are instances where something just literally is physically not available. You know what I mean? Like there are just no units. And that's another thing too that can be a challenge sometimes, because like guys, like there's none. And I've been very um grateful to like my network and everything else. So like when there's none, like I really know that there are none. There's none.
they're not
So
lying to you. It's
like
not a lie. I'm not holding this for someone else. It's literally not available.
exactly. Like, if they could be my fairy godmother and just like make it happen, they would. But the truth is that there's literally none
It's
available.
none. It's
So
gone. Yeah.
yeah,
I can only
yeah,
imagine the people.
yeah.
Okay, so what are clients really paying for when they hire a fashion concierge?
Oh, okay, that's a really good question. You're paying for access and you're paying for ease, because I'll give you an overview. Like a lot of my clients, they are, they're CEOs, they're doctors or lawyers, or they're just like family men, they're housewives, whatever it is that they are, but they don't want to spend their time going to the stores. Like for you to get in your car, drive to whatever the boutique is, wait in line, beg and prod to your advisor for whatever product it is that you want. Have them tell you that it's not available, and then you have to go try to figure out where else to get it. I mean, that's really what you're paying for.
You're
If you're
doing the dirty work.
exactly, I'm doing the dirty work. And the other thing too, like when it comes to the wardrobe consulting side, is oftentimes people don't really have the eye. They don't really know what to buy. You know, I have a lot of clients that they're like, okay, like I need some garments for work, I need some garments for vacation, but they don't even really know where to start. They don't know what's going to work with their body type. They don't know what's going to work with already is in their wardrobe. So because like the passion that I have and my experience that I have, that's kind of what you're paying for when you hire a fashion concierge. Someone to kind of just make your life a lot easier and also give you results far better than what you could achieve on your own.
I love
So
that.
yeah,
I feel like people underestimate when it comes to one shopping, finding things, and also like putting things together with ease. If you don't
absolutely.
have it, it's just kind of like, why am I not just paying someone to get this done for me and I trust them and it's going to come out exactly
Absolutely.
what I want without even having to think about it?
Exactly. And what I tell my clients too sometimes is that in many ways you could also be saving a lot of money by hiring a fashion concierge and hiring a stylist because we make people make so many fashion mistakes. You know, you end up buying a bunch of crap that doesn't end up working for you. You miss your return dates. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you look into your wardrobe and that's when you end up with like I have a closet full of clothes and nothing to wear, is because you just didn't really make the right purchase decisions. So that's another thing. I have ton of clients that's their issue. Like we have to go in and do like a huge purge because they just bought a bunch of things that really only worked with like one outfit, or like they bought it for like that one particular occasion that they're never ever going to use it again for, and now it's just taking up a bunch of space in their wardrobe. So yeah, that's kind of what you're.
They probably, and yeah. I
Yeah.
know. I can listen. People, when it comes to fashion, I think people think they know what they're doing, but they really don't be knowing what they be doing. And
Yeah.
then I think the people that also people think that they don't have a stylist or they don't have someone shopping for them, like are the main people that have the most help in
Yep.
like a whole
Yeah.
team.
100%. 100%. Like I remember when Courtney was making fun of Kim. I was like, oh, I have a team of like seven stylists that put me in sweats. And it's like, it really is, it can be that sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, you see a lot of these girls that have like very upperless style, a lot of them super swaggy, like it comes naturally to them. But a lot of them, they do have a team where they hire someone to kind of help facilitate that because it does take time, you know? Like, I had a call with a client, with a potential client recently, and he was talking about how, you know, he does his meal prep and everything else. He's like, I really don't want to have to meal prep my clothes too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to, this one other thing to think about. You know, if you can outsource something, like, why not? And a lot of people, they do that. They outsource they hire a chef to do their meals for them. They hire, you know, a cleaning lady. Like, why not hire somebody to kind of just like help you get your style together?
Why not? Especially if
Exactly.
you can afford it.
If you can afford it, definitely,
Because
definitely.
these people be looking dreadful. Someone said these BET award looks have been very
Oh my
disappointing.
gosh. My
I was
God.
looking at them when I was before I got on, and I was just like, "Let me hurry up and get off of this before I miss my time." Okay, so what is your fashion take?
My fashion take.
Yes,
Um, what do you mean
like
by that?
your like your interpretation of fashion, or just your personal opinion when it comes to fashion.
Ooh, okay. So for me, it's very important for fashion to just be an extension of the wearer. So I think fashion should definitely be a way for you to like showcase your personality. I think it also needs to work for your lifestyle. Um, I'm not a big believer in trends. I know like people will be on here and be like, oh my God, like you need like a striped t-shirt this summer, or like you need like these particular jeans.
The polka
And
dots.
yeah, polka dots, exactly. And for me, the most like I really try to filter out the noise when it comes to trends because I look at my wardrobe and like I don't think I'm following any particular trends. Like I buy what I think works for me. You know what I mean? Like I've always liked silky flowy shirts. Like those can be out next season, but like that's just what works for me. That's what I love. Um, I have clients that just really enjoy like heavily textured and printed garments, and like that's just very true to them, you know. Like while quiet luxury might have been a thing a couple seasons ago, like that just wasn't really what they were into. So overall, I think it's very important for fashion to just be very personal. And I think that while trends are fun, people should filter it out. I would definitely filter out like anything that's like trend alert, like, oh my god, you need to have, this is the latest bag that you need to have, this is the latest pair of shoes you need to have. I think that's all noise because you get caught up in all like the mania, and then like I mentioned earlier, you end up with a closet full of crap that like doesn't really work for you, and you just kind of got caught up in the hype.
Very true. Very
Yeah.
true. The funny thing about it is I feel like two things I want to touch on. Some things that you think are like trendy sometimes can also wind up being very iconic. And then
Oh
it's like
yeah.
you lose the moment of getting it. And like I hate that. Like the Loewe Flower Hill, like I thought it was
That
like
was
a trendy
gorgeous.
thing. But like I also but now it's literally you can't find it anywhere. And
Yeah,
the balloon hill.
those
I
were
thought that
cool.
that was like, oh, this is trendy. Like
Yeah,
I didn't have FOMO. I'm like, I'll be
yeah,
able to find it. When I say can't find it anywhere, and now I'm sick, and I'm like, that actually could like, I feel like that's a timeless piece, and it just will work with me in my
yeah,
wardrobe forever. But I thought it was trendy, so I didn't jump on it.
yeah. That's one thing I do to my
Yeah.
clients is like, if you have some sort of like inkling or interest in it, get it, sit on it, and then you can always return it. That's You have usually 14 days to 30 days to return it. So if you really, really like something, but you're like, oh, I'm not too sure about it, buy it, sit on it. If you don't like it, you can always return it. So
I don't know why. I feel like not saying I have to get into this habit, but in my head, it's like I don't want to return stuff. So I'm just
dude,
like,
that's
I'm
a lot of
locked and
people have
chained
that.
in. I'm
Uh,
just locked and chained in. Like I don't want to be that person that returns it, and I'm of course not going to be that person that's going to wear it and return it. So I'm just like, if
yeah,
I have to fully commit to it to say
I
like
hear
I
you.
need this piece before I like do it, and then it's like I sometimes miss that mark, and then it's like and I feel like my feet, like especially with shoes, I realize whenever I see my size, I'm getting it because I wear a size
Mhm.
41, and I
Oh,
feel like those
that's
are.
tough. Yeah,
So
yeah. Everyone's
I
tough.
always sometimes miss the mark, and it's like I thought that I had time, but time waits for nobody.
Yeah.
Time waits for nobody, even in
Yeah.
fashion. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's restyle the conversation a little bit.
Mhm.
You're having a designer dinner party. Who's at the table, dead or alive? 3 to 5 designers you could choose.
Ooh, three to okay, this is interesting. Okay, Karl Lagerfeld for sure. I would have to have him there. Oh my God. Okay, this is a good one. Um, Karl Lagerfeld. I would do Alexander McQueen. I would Pharrell from Louis Vuitton. Love what he's doing.
Okay.
Let me think about who else I'm really enjoying. Who else am I really
I'm
enjoying?
surprised you wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just. I don't know. I don't really know you, but I don't know. Maybe I do know you, but I'm surprised you wouldn't have Tom Ford there.
Oh, Tom Ford. That's another good one. That's another one. Tom Ford,
Because
100%.
you, it's like, it's, I don't know. You just definitely exude like the
I
sex.
love Tom Ford. I love Tom Ford. He's so yeah,
So I do
100%.
know you.
Yeah, yeah. Tom Ford,
Okay.
100%. Okay, and then I have one more slot. Let me see. Let me get a girl in there.
So we have Alexander McQueen. We have Karl Lagerfeld.
I
We
have
have Pharrell, and then we have Tom
Tom
Ford.
Ford.
Who's
I
the
need to have a
last
girl in
slide?
there to balance it out. Hmm. Oh, I would do Maria Grazia. Now that she's at Fendi, I'm loving what she's doing at Fendi. Maria Grazia.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And I think it would be nice too because her and Karl Lagerfeld worked together on the Fendi Baguette. So I think it'll be cute to have them together again. Yeah,
Okay.
those are
That'll
my
be a
five.
fun time.
Yeah, those are my five.
I love that.
Thank
I feel
you.
like, ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah,
The
it's gonna be a good
conversations.
dinner. Yep, yep.
The
I know Carl's gonna bring that
conversations.
controversy too. Like Carl, he always has something funny to say. So I'm
He's going
excited
to
for
have a
that dinner.
story for sure.
And so is Tom Ford.
So if you could raid anyone's closet, whose would it be?
Ooh, Jeff Goldblum. Jeff
Who?
Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum.
I don't know why that sounds. Why does that sound so familiar?
He was in Jurassic Park. Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
How's
I
his
would.
style?
Oh my God, he's so swaggy. I would rob him clean of everything he owns.
Mm.
He has a lot of like Saint Laurent, a lot of Prada. He would wear a lot of these like boxy like Prada shirts that had like the flames on it and things like that. He's just
Okay.
so swaggy, so effortless. I love everything about that man. He is. I would probably say my personal style icon. Like I love the way he dresses. Him
Period.
and Steve Harvey. I love those two men. Top tier.
I see that. I
Yeah.
could listen. Steve Harvey is stepping on the younger people
I'm
necks
telling you,
and,
when I saw
not
him,
letting up.
not letting up, I saw
And
him
it's
pull up
like clean. Like
clean.
it's just
He
And
pulled up
he
to
look like
one of
he
these
smell good.
events.
And you look like
Yes.
you smell good too.
Thank you. He pulled up to one of those events in like a crocodile Hermes jacket and a crocodile like Birkin hack 40. I'm like, this is
I
just
think I've seen that.
it was insane. His stylist is doing such an incredible job. Like, and I think it just matches Steve Harvey's vibes so well. Like he's just like a rich black man, like opulent, very like I would say it's like a bit braggadocious, but so clean. You know, like it's not
Yes, it's effortless. He does
ostentatious.
it effortlessly. Like it
Yeah,
just look like I got money and like I threw this together, but it's still the shit. Like it's like
exactly.
you could tell like it's
Absolutely.
something.
It's like these are the things that I just have. Yeah, I have this is my crocodile jacket. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, what else am I gonna wear today?
What
You
else
know,
am I gonna wear? I have nothing else to wear.
nothing
Like
else to wear. Like, all my
Steve
jackets are
Harvey
cropped.
is not talked about enough now that I think about it. Like
No,
I
he's
feel like he's
super
not
swaggy.
in enough fashion conversations.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants to be. I feel like the Harveys, what I've observed, especially with Lori Harvey. Lori Harvey is like, I worship that lady. She's incredible. I think they're very quiet. I don't. Yeah, they seem very private people.
That's
The
true.
Harveys. Yeah, like they go out to take their little photos, but I don't know if they're really trying to be like, um,
Known out there.
no, yeah,
Not like comparing, of course, to like the Kardashians. Like they don't
ex-
want that spotlight all
exactly,
on them. I
yeah.
see that. I
Hmm.
see that. Okay, so do you think personal style is something you discover or something you create?
You discover it. I think something you have to discover. I really do. I really, really do because I actually had a session with a client recently, and we were getting him dressed up, and we picked out some pieces from everything that we had purchased, and we put it together in an outfit. And while like it looked like if you look at it, if I had the garments on a hanger and I was to show it to you, like yeah, this is a clean look. You know what I mean? It's like really interesting, like silky blend shirt, really interesting like material, gray jeans, and his Hermes chest sneakers, and like the outfit works, but it looked crazy on him. Like it just didn't match his persona. And then we switched things up a little bit, and we put him into this like Polo Ralph Lauren Wimbledon terry cloth set, and like it clicked. You know, it
It
just
just
it made sense
it
for
felt
him.
right at home.
Exactly. So I think that's another. It's actually something a problem that I see a lot on social media, where a lot of people are trying to cosplay as celebrities or other influencers. You know, like everyone right now is like loving Jacob Elordi. So you're seeing like all these guys pull up in their like penny loafers and their white socks and their baseball caps and their Bottega
I've
Andiamas,
been seeing that
and it's
so
and
much.
it's like I see the vision, but you need to understand that you are not Jacob Elordi. And there's no shade to you as a human being. Like, you are Fulano. Like, you're not Jacob Elordi. You know what I mean?
I
And,
know
like,
exactly what you mean.
yeah, it's like Jacob Elordi style works on him because he's Jacob Elordi. And I'm not, outside of the fact that he's like 6'5", strikingly handsome, and, is Jacob Elordi, you have to really figure out what works for you and your body type. You know what I mean? Like, I know for me, for example, there are certain things that, like, if I put it together, like straight fit jeans, pair of loafers, and like a shirt, depending on like how I style it, I can just look like an immigrant uncle. You know what I mean? And just, does it, like, on Jacob Elordi, it's hot and sexy, but on me, it looks like I'm about to throw down at the barbecue. You know?
Right.
It's
All
weird.
you missing is the grandpa sandals. Just switch it up a little bit. I know
Exactly.
exactly. Yeah, I know. I know what you mean.
Exactly. So I think that's overall style is something that you have to really discover and play around with colors, play around with silhouettes, play around with textures, and also really figure out your body type too. I think that's a really, really important discussion that people need to have, especially men. I feel like men don't talk about it all that much because like me as a guy, I remember I struggled for a long time. Like I jeans back in like 2016, 2018, 2020 even, it was difficult to find jeans that were flattering on guys that had like really thick thighs. You know what I would find myself doing often is like just going like two, three sizes up and then getting it tailored. And even
Hmm.
then it was still kind of off. But like you see like the skinny jeans, for example, like I saw everyone wearing skinny jeans. I'm like, this is what I should be wearing, girl. It was not
It
it.
was not for you. It was
Yeah.
not for you.
So even if I
So
wanted to curate that as their personal style, it just was never ever going to work.
okay.
Yeah.
So, as far as being a personal shopper, like, do
Mhm.
you feel like when you help someone discover their personal style, is this your job to fully commit to like forever being like having them as a client, or like is it like they discover their style, they kind of, get the hang of, okay, this is what I like or whatever, and then they kind of branch off?
Yeah.
Or is that the goal, or what usually happens in that process? I'm curious now that we're talking about that. And of
So
course, you want to keep your money going,
of
but
course, of
is it kind of
course.
like, oh, my baby is flying now,
Yeah.
goodbye, on to the next project?
So it's pretty bespoke. It really depends on the client. For a lot of them, it's like a project. So I typically do like a 3 month like wardrobe refresh where we kind of like take our time to really discover what it is that we're trying to go for here. And then from there, they have the option of keeping me on retainer. You know, it's a month to month retainer where like, you know, I'm there for you for like your shopping needs. You know, we can get on FaceTime, or, you know, if you're local, I can also like visit your home and we can, you know, build out looks for work, vacations and things like that. So the idea really is for you to kind of like build your own style, and if you can go and fly off, like go crazy, do it. But the other clients that I have, like we built like a very close relationship, and like they just keep me on retainer on a monthly basis because again, it just keeps things easy. Like some of them, they, you know, they have families too, so they always take like gifts for their wives, their children, you know, mother-in-law and things like that as well. And it's
Okay.
just easier to like have somebody do that, and like, yeah. So it really varies. It really varies. Like if someone's like, "Oh no, I think I got the hang of it," I'm happy. Like that really is the goal. And then I have others that are like, "Hey, Nick, honestly, it's just easier for me to have you like on a regular basis," and then we just continue forever and ever.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I feel like this actually isn't a question that I wrote down, but with you being a personal stylist, do you feel like you reflect your personal style into everyone's look, or do you feel like you have to like branch out of what you would think a female will wear,
Mhm.
or what you will wear for this particular person?
I have to definitely branch out. I definitely have to branch out. Um, you know my style. Like I tend to lean like very clean, very like, you know, no logos and nothing like that. And then I do have some clients that are really into texture. Really like they love a lot of embroidery and things like that. And while it's something that doesn't work on me, I know it works on them. And one thing that I also will say is that like I'll never put a client in something that I think is busted. Like I won't even source things that I think is busted, you know?
Okay.
So like, if a client's like, "Hey Nick, I really like this," like, you know, definitely we'll go ahead and we'll get it. But if I see that it looks bad on the person, like we'll definitely have that conversation. Um, because
So
that's
even if you don't like it, it's like, okay, they love it, so I'm gonna let them rock out.
so like there are things that I might not like for myself, but I might like it on them. If that makes any
Okay.
sense. For example, like the terry cloth set that I mentioned previously. I wouldn't like the terry cloth stuff for myself. It just isn't really my vibe, but it looked beautifully. It looked beautiful on him. So that's really where it's at. For me, like if something's ugly, like it's ugly. For me. But again, it depends. Like actually I remember I posted a photo of this like Chanel bag that it looks like a goodie bag. I really think it was like the biggest waste of money. And this one of my followers, she replied like, "I actually got this bag and I love it." And I was like, if it works for you, babe, That's what matters. And
If you
funny
like it,
enough,
I don't love it, but I love it for you.
exactly. And interestingly enough, I was scrolling my feed and I saw a girl with that bag. She was on vacation. Like, oh, like it's cute. You know what I
It's
mean?
working for
Yeah,
her,
it's working
right?
for her. It's working for her. Exactly. It's working for her. Like in a way that I didn't expect it. So that's another thing too. Like I love being surprised and being proven wrong by my clients because sometimes I'm like, no, like I really don't think this is gonna work, but we still go ahead and we experiment because that's what fashion is about. And I'm like, well, hot dog. That's
Well,
great.
well,
Who would
look
have
what we have
thought?
here.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. Okay, so what's the difference between dressing expensive and dressing well?
Oof. Oof. Okay.
I got time today.
Yeah. So, dressing expensive, a lot of people are very adamant about like having like a literal expensive outfit. I remember I posted a video not too long ago that got me into a little bit of trouble
That's
where
why
yeah.
that's where the question came from, by the way. But
Yeah.
continue.
So I think people get really excited with the pieces that they wear, and it happens to me. I remember I posted this god awful book. I've archived it since because I don't want anyone to go back and look at it. But I was in Italy, and I had gotten the Loewe wave sunglasses that everybody was wearing. I saw like Carol G in it. I saw Brian Boy in it. I'm like, I need to get these sunglasses, and I also really wanted to get myself a pair of Emilia Pucci swim briefs. So I got those two. And I remember we were in Sorrento, and I got a photo of myself in the little big Loewe wave sunglasses that are like a shield. They're huge. And then my
Hmm.
little Gucci swimsuit too. And it was just too much. Like I was really trying to do too much. Like I wanted to look very opulent. I wanted to look like, I was just eager. I was eager. So just because you have things that are expensive doesn't mean that you're actually dressed well. And I saw people in the comments weren't really understanding that because people were like coming for me like, well, where's your croc Birkin? I'm like, babe, it's not about having a croc Birkin or not. You know what I mean? And that's where it gets mixed up because like you can have an outfit that is just tailored to your body that makes sense for the location that you're attending because that's one thing too. Like if you're going to a polo match, like in the grass, and you're wearing a stiletto heel, yeah, those might be a pair of very expensive heels, but you look kind of silly in a stiletto at a polo match. You're making holes
You
in
can't
the ground.
walk.
You can't
Yeah.
walk. You would have been better off maybe just going for a nice flat that would have been cheaper, but because you wanted to really show the girls that you have money, you look silly. Um, so overall, I would say like dressing well is more about dressing with like sincere intention and knowing your body type, knowing the occasion that you're dressing for, and you know, knowing yourself. Knowing yourself. Being dressing expensive to me is often about like you're trying to prove something to other people and proving something to people that probably are not thinking about you. You
Don't
know,
care at one
that
bit.
don't care. That they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. And if they do care, like in my humble opinion, like that's weird. You know what I mean? Like no one, people might remember. People will always remember you for having like good style. That's one thing that I believe. Like when I see a beautiful woman walk into a room and she's in this gorgeous set and she has beautiful heels on and it just makes sense. Like I remember her. Like that's what it is. But you don't want to be remembered as like a clown, someone who's just trying to prove something. Like you're pulling up with your most insane bag and your most insane shoes and your most insane top just to kind of prove something. So, yeah.
You heard it here first. Because sometimes people, I think, especially, I think we're out of that era of like logo everything, but like
Yeah.
that was like a thing too. Like, I don't know, like proving you got the money because you have on logos.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
That, yeah.
It's interesting.
Okay. What's one luxury item you think is worth the investment?
A luxury item that I think is worth the investment. Hmm.
And while you're thinking about that, what is one luxury item that people overspend on as well?
People overspend on.
Like
Um,
it's not worth the investment, or it's just kind of
yeah.
like
That's a really good question. Okay, something that I think people invest in that isn't really worth it. I would probably have to say, um, oh wait, I'm really trying to think about this one.
No wrong answer.
Yeah, that's not worth the investment. I mean, like designer slides in general, something that I really don't like. Um, like Gucci slides, the Balenciaga slides. It's not a heavy like investment, but I think they're very. It's just a logo, like it's a rubber sandal. I think those are always really silly. Now that we're in summer, I know people are like, "What sandal should I get?" And I know everyone wants to kind of get something a bit showy for the poolside or for the beach. So I think those are a bit of a waste. Um,
I
and
love
what was
that you said that.
yeah, though
I
I
love
hate
that you
those.
said that because I feel like at one point, like my boyfriend was buying me a bunch of like slides, and I'm just like, you can't dress this up.
You
Like I
can't
just
dress
feel
it
like
up.
this is so just like showy, and I feel like I only will wear this to like go to the gas station real fast or go like a quick run.
Exactly.
But it's like, why do I have on these slides?
Yeah.
Like
I
it's
think you're
not
better
really like
off
a
of
purpose for them
at
besides
all.
that.
Exactly.
So
And I don't like the big logo across a rubber slide too. There's something about it to me that just it feels a bit like a cash grab. You know, like all these designer houses, you know, they're huge companies and they have a lot of expenses that they need to cover. So, you know, like $300 for a rubber sandal, like highway robbery, of course. But at the same time, it's a very cheap product to produce that like, but it's still inexpensive for the luxury consumer. You know what I mean?
right.
So like, I don't know. I just think it's silly. I think they're very silly. They don't really contribute much to like a wardrobe or the fashion conversation. Um, and you said something else that you think is worth it. Something that is worth
Yes.
it.
A good investment.
A good investment. I love a Cartier watch. I'm a huge fan of a Cartier watch. While they may not resell for a lot of money on the resale market, my opinion is that like as something works well in your wardrobe, that's a good investment. You know what I mean? It's something that you're always going to love. I have three watches. All three of them are Cartier watches. Huge fan of the design.
I
I think
love Cartier. That's
timeless,
one of
out
my
of there.
favorites.
They're
Literally. Like
gorgeous. They're
it's so
gorgeous.
funny that like for years, when I say years, for years, I've been like dreaming of a crash. And then
Me
out of
too.
nowhere, they're kind of like a thing now. And it's like I
They're,
guess they have like the remakes now, and it's like, huh.
we're, we're on the same wavelength. I remember in like 2012, me and my other friend, we were in like middle school or high school, and we both were obsessed with the Cartier crush. Because if you remember, like Cartier was not really respected as a watchmaker. You know what I mean? Because you know they have the Cartier Love range, and
That was kind of
the-
like what
people
people were doing. And then
exactly
I feel like
people.
it honestly became like a COVID thing. Like, I don't know, the people, they
No,
got a little more coin,
they
and
got a
now
little
it's
more
like, oh,
coin.
give me a Santos. It's like, okay.
Exactly, exactly. Like a lot of the watch snobs weren't really respecting Cartier. So like I remember the crashes were actually going for like $20,000 at auction. Yeah. And my friend and I would joke about taking out student loans to like buy a crash. And we're like, okay, so, you know, like we're not gonna do that because it's like fiscally irresponsible. But in hindsight,
Right.
like we should have done that. We would have been so up. But because now they're going for like
Literally.
hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I think what kind of switched it is that we started seeing a lot of celebrities in them. Like Tyler, the Creator got one, Kanye West got one, and because we started seeing them on like high profile people that were like respected in the fashion industry. That changed the narrative behind Cartier as a whole, but especially behind the Cartier crash. And that's when we started seeing people like lean more into the brand. So, I mean, I've always been a fan since day one. I've always loved Cartier. But yeah, Cartier tanks, any Cartier watch, truly, like, chef's kiss, so tasteful,
That's
timeless.
kiss.
Yeah,
I love Cartier.
yeah,
I love
they
them
did
so much. I said
great watches.
now I want to get into like vintage watches. Like
Yes.
I need to own like a vintage watch now.
Dude. And vintage
I
Cartiers are my favorite. I have two. Well, oh no, all my Cartiers are actually like vintage to an extent. Like I have this one here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Let me take it off.
Is that the tank?
It's a tank. It's a Mousse de Cartier tank from like the from the 1990s. I
Beautiful.
don't know if you're gonna be able to see it well, but because of the light, but it has the Arabic numerals, date complication, croc strap. Like, I love this watch down. Love, love, love it down.
So yummy.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's
Do you
incredible.
ever
I'm
change
super
the
happy.
band?
On this one, no. But honestly, I need to change it at some point because like it looks nice on the outside, but it's kind of starting to deteriorate on the inside. But
Oh, okay. Still a
yeah,
beauty.
thank you,
Love it. Love it. Ugh.
appreciate it.
Watches, I don't know. Watches is like my thing. I just it's my porn. That's
I,
my porn.
I love it.
Okay. If someone says they don't know their style yet, where would you start? And how would
Mhm.
you help them along the way?
So how I would start is first assessing like what their lifestyle is like. I think that's a really important thing to touch on first because like if you're somebody who's in the office often, okay, like let's go ahead and figure out what is that you're going to wear to the office. If you're like a housewife and you're running around with your kids, okay, let's figure out what are you doing with your children and what would you like to wear to those places. If you're a doctor, lawyer, etc., we'll figure out what works there. The
Okay.
next thing would be assessing your body type. That's again, I always say that
You
you
got to
have
keep it bringing it up. No, it's important. Keep
the
bringing
body
it
type
up,
is so
please.
important. The body type is so important because like if you're very top heavy and like you're really skinny on the legs, you have to make sure that you balance it out because if you do like skinny jeans and like a big top, like an ice cream cone, and it's just not gonna work. You know what I mean? And vice versa. Like I
Mhm.
was looking like an upside down triangle because I was getting like my skinny little tops and like my bottoms were like bigger and I was just like I was
Yeah.
looking crazy. So, as like figuring out what your body type is and what's flattering on your figure, and then I think like figuring out like colors and textures and kind of playing around with that. In the beginning, discovering your style is a lot of trial and error, and I always tell my clients this like, we're going to be playing around with a lot of different pieces. There's going to be a lot of returns in the process, which is totally fine. It's very normal, and yeah, like you just have to really play around with it and figure it out. And like once you lock in and you find, okay, like these particular jeans, I love the way these jeans fit on me and I love the way they look. Boss of the wall, get them in every single color. You know what I mean? Like I'm a big believer in that. If you find
That's your
something that you
motto.
like, yeah. Like I recently found these jeans from this brand called Shades of Grey. It's a twisted seam pant. Love them. I Initially I bought like all the colors wanting to experiment with it and then I was going to return the ones that I didn't like and I loved all of them so I kept kept all of
You
them
just kept them all.
because I was like this is actually I really like the way this fits me. I like the way this fits me, especially considering like I for me pants can be very challenging because I have larger thighs and
Are
the
you
fact that
tall?
I'm 5'10", 5'11",
Okay.
so once like they fit me very comfortably and it's a 100% cotton pant too. Like, so I wasn't relying on stretch either, and I was so able to like move around comfortably. I'm like, lock this in. Like, we gotta lock this one in. So
Get all the colors.
exactly, got all the colors, and yeah, that's kind of how I would start with discovering your style. Like, figure out what is it that you
I think the
actually need to go
lifestyle
for.
and the in body type are like the two most important things.
Super, super,
And
super.
I'm glad you touched on those. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a game called Three's Company.
Okay.
And this is actually one of the moments that I was waiting for. First is three wardrobe pieces you can't live without.
Okay. I got them right here.
You have one.
So
We must see.
yes.
We must see.
Yeah, the first one is actually my first ever Cartier watch. This is a tank solo with a piano dial. I
I love
remember,
that doll.
thank you, thank you. This one came out in like 20, I don't know, like early 2010s. And I wanted it so badly, but I was like in high school at the time and my mom was not going to drop $2,000 on a watch for me. Um, and
What is that watch? Do they still make the one with that dial?
no, no, that was a limited edition. That was a limited edition.
Mm.
I was able to find it in March of 2020. And just before COVID, I had like a little like marketing internship at the time, and I was doing really well in my internship. So I found the watch. It was exorbitant. It was like more than double what it retailed for, but it's like, okay, like I want it. So I transacted on it, even though COVID was happening. But I was like, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
It's
It's gonna
gonna
be
be
fine.
fine,
It's
you
gonna be
know?
fine.
It'll be
And
fine.
2 weeks after I bought it, we got laid off. We got laid off. And the best part too is that the watch was stuck in London, so I wasn't even able to have the watch for a couple
But
months.
they had the money.
They had the money. They had the money. They had the money. But it was fine. It all
It all worked out. It
it
all
all
worked
works out.
out.
It all works out. The next item that I can't live without is, you can't really appreciate it here, but it's a pair of Issey Miyake trousers. Like
I appreciate anything Izzy Miyake. So
I
let's start there.
love these. I love these. I remember seeing them initially on this influencer, I think it was Moti Ankari. And I really liked them on him. And I was like, I don't know how these are going to really work for me because they're kind of a weird pant. It's a bit of a weird pant. I bought them, loved them. First pair that I got was in a pale pink from Essence. And now I have them in 7 different colors. I love
7?
7. I have pale pink, I have beige, I have black, I have green, I have purple, I have blue. I have six. Six.
Okay.
Love that pant. The next
Mm.
thing, it's a bit of a tough one, so I'm going to give you two. I'm going to give you a bonus. So the next one is this Louis Vuitton key ball that I
I,
have.
I,
From
I felt like I knew I was going to see that. I knew
Yeah,
I was going to see that. I'm obsessed. I'm
I love
obsessed.
this bag. I love this bag. I had wanted a Louis Vuitton bag for a very long time, and at the time I was initially considering the Petite Sac Plot, but I was like, it's kind of like a regular canvas bag. I don't think this is really what I want to get. And then Kid Super debuted his collection for Louis Vuitton fall winter 2023, and this was one of the this bag was in the preview of the runway, and the minute I saw it, I'm like, that's it. I need that bag. I immediately ran to my local boutique. I'm like, I need this bag. And I remember they when the pre-orders came out, I said, bring it up, perfect. I'm happy I did because they actually pulled this bag from the sales floor because it was defective. You'll see
I
here
remember the story.
the
Yeah.
story. Yeah. No,
I,
girl,
I remember the journey. So after everything, what did they wind up doing? And I
so
think,
they refinished the handles entirely. So they completely redid it. And then they added a touch of monogram to the bottom of the handle just as a safety
okay.
precaution. But I will say it has not rubbed off. I don't know what exactly it is that they did to it, but the handles are totally perfect. So I'm happy I decided to keep it because they gave me the option of a store credit, but if I did a store credit, I was never gonna get this back because they stopped
You were
producing.
I feel like you can never find that bag ever again. Like
I
my
know.
hopes and dreams is to find something like that in Tokyo. I don't know
Mm.
how it might happen, but I'm praying to the fashion guys when I go to Tokyo or somewhere,
Fingers
I'll be able to
crossed.
find that.
Yeah, because
Fingers crossed.
this bag was hot.
And it has a strap
It
too, right?
has a strap. Yep, yep. I love it.
Love it.
Love it. Love it. And the next one that I'm going to show you is like probably one of my holy grails. It's my first Chanel bag, which is this little python extra mini with the stone top handle. I
Love.
remember, oh my god, I was super lucky with this one. Um, I had wanted a Chanel bag for a while, but they're expensive. They're expensive, and if I wanted one that was gonna be special. I was considering the reissue, but it's like a basic black bag. I want something a little bit more unique. And I had always fantasized about getting an exotic. And funny enough, one day I saw this bag on Rebag for under $4,000, and I was still, I don't know why I was umming and ahhing. I was like, oh, do I want it? I'm not sure. And then I saw that it was available at my local Rebag, not local, but they have one at Sawgrass, and this bag was there.
You're in Miami, right?
I'm in
Well,
Miami.
okay.
Yeah. So it was in Sawgrass. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go take a look at it. I beamed straight up to Sawgrass. Let me just take a look at it, scratch the itch, and there I'll assess whether or not this is a bag that I want to actually buy. Um, I saw it, and then I think they also had some promotion going on where an extra 15% off or something like that. Ring it up.
Sold.
Ring it up.
Sold.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think I
Ask the
ended up paying
card.
30. like under $4,000 for it. And to this day,
Mm.
for a Chanel bag, like I robbed the store. Like they don't know it, but I know I robbed the store. You know,
And technically, you made money. You made money by saving money,
dude.
and if you wanted to
I think,
resell that,
yeah, I saw one funny enough on eBay recently. This same one is going for $12,000 on eBay, which is it's impressive. I'm sorry to the lady that let go of this bag, but thank you,
thank
thank you.
you. Thank you so
It's
much.
in a good
So
home, but I don't think I'll ever
okay,
sell it.
my question for you is I don't have a Chanel bag. I don't have a Chanel bag. Like I don't know. I just don't
Mhm.
have one.
Yeah.
So if someone didn't have a Chanel bag, like what would you say would be a good first Chanel bag? Because again,
Ooh.
I'm planning this trip to Tokyo. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like I can find my first Chanel bag in Tokyo.
Yeah.
But what would you consider or say if a person doesn't have any Chanel bags, like what would
Mm.
be a good first Chanel bag?
That's a good question. I really feel like it depends on your overall vibe because like some girls are very classic and very clean cut. So in that case, I'll just
Somebody like
recommend.
me. I don't
Yeah.
know. We follow each other. What would you say?
Someone like you, I would give you some like you need to get like a funky Chanel bag. Like you would need to get like an exotic or one of those like seasonal designs that Karl Lagerfeld did. Um Recently I saw this really dope it was one of the guys from the FIFA World Cup, I believe. I think he's on the French team. He wore this incredible like green, I think it was suede, Chanel X Perel flat bag. Incredible.
Mm.
Incredible, incredible, incredible. Another thing that or you could also get like a sequin bag. Like I have a Chanel the Coco Cuba sequin bag. Those are really
Hmm.
fun. Um,
I just need something fun. I
Something
figure
fun.
cause I feel like I'm over the stage of like a classic flat black or like I need
Um,
something fun.
yeah,
I even was thinking like if I could find one that's like red with like gold hardware.
yeah. Like a
It's
good pop
either
of
red
color.
with gold hardware if it's solid or like a super fun one. Like sequence,
Yeah,
like you said, some type of metallic, some type of like
exactly.
collectible type of bag.
Exactly. Because there are Chanel bags falling off of the tree. You know what I mean? There's so many like classic flops that are in circulation right now that I don't think there's even to me they don't excite me. But I know they work for other girls. You know what I mean? That they're a beautiful bag, but you have a very eclectic sense of style. So for you, you would have to get something like really fun and funky because Chanel has such a beautiful repertoire of like really wacky bags, and I think that's something that would just be so good for you. They have like a
Do
really
you
dope
like the new
rainbow one too
wacky?
with black hardware. I like the new stuff that Matthew's doing. I do. I do. I like the new wackiness like from this most recent collection. I'm
The
a big
poodle?
fan
You
of.
like the poodle one? The one that's
That's exactly what I was gonna say. That poodle bag. Oh my god, it's incredible. I saw a creator on here. I think her name was Aja Win, I think is her name. She got the poodle bag, and funny enough, she has poodles, so like it just made so much sense for her.
okay.
Stunning piece. And Chanel bags are up there in price, but like when I found it's expensive, but like worth it. You know what I mean? If you have it, go for it. Like stunning bag. Like it's like museum worthy. Truly, that's a museum worthy bag to me.
Literally.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree. Okay. What are three items on your wish list?
Ooh, on my wish list at the moment. Okay. I really, really want a vintage Rolex day date with a tiger eye dial or a wood dial. That's like something that I really,
Mm.
really, really want. Um, Let me think about what else
The
is on
wood
my
dye would be sick.
exact.
I
They're
feel like I don't even
gorgeous.
see that.
They made them in the 70s and 80s. Like that was like
Okay.
Rolex in their prime. Like I love the work that they were doing because they were doing a bunch of different stones. They did like lapis, they did meteorite, like they were going crazy back in the 70s with the watches.
Mm.
Um but yeah, they just right now they're like, more plain Jane. But I think about what else. Okay, that watch. Um, I'm after another pair of beige trousers. I really need some new beige pants. Let me think about what else.
You need a new pair of beige pants.
I need a new pair of beige pants. I'm always after a new pair of beige pants. Always,
Okay.
always, always. I don't know from what brand. I have to figure that out. But definitely want a new pair of beige pants. And I am also in the market for like a good like everyday brown bag. I really did like the Chanel Maxi, the new Maxi, the soft one in the 32 centimeter size. But I was also considering like maybe opting for like a vintage Hermes Kelly 35 because the prices are actually they're similar. I was looking at it, I'm like, okay, the Chanel Maxi is $10,000 and the a vintage Hermes Kelly is around $10,000 too. So I don't know.
When
I
in
think that's
Rome.
exactly when. So I think those are the items that are on my wish list right now. Not the most exciting, but
I feel like the funny thing is the three items all pair together, like wearing
they
wise.
do.
Like I can see this
They
Rolex
do.
with dial
They
with the
do.
tan pants
They
and
do. They do. They really do.
uh, you didn't
I
even do it on purpose.
I didn't do it on purpose. I'm a huge. I love beige so much. I went out last night with some friends. Actually, my entire outfit was beige. Like I don't know what it is about beige that I just love. Like I do have colors in my wardrobe as well.
I was
That
gonna say I love you in color.
yeah.
Like your skin and like especially that blue. Oof.
Yes, yes,
Oof.
yes. I
Take my breath
love color.
away.
Yes.
We
That
need more
shirt.
color.
That I do. I need to bring it. I don't know.
It's
And you know, what's crazy?
summer.
I have color in my wardrobe, which is I had to figure it out. After like I need a wardrobe refresh and figure something out of my wardrobe because I
Do
have it. I have the
stylists and
color.
personal shoppers hire stylists and personal shoppers?
Honestly, I have been toying with the idea. I have a friend who's super fashionable. His style is very different from mine. Very, very different. But I've always wondered like how I would dress through his lens because like the things that he puts on his body are things that I would never ever think to buy ever. And I'm like, I want to see how you would dress me. You know what I mean?
Interpret you.
Exactly. Like I love my current style. Like I
Okay.
like the way I dress, but sometimes I'm like, you know what? I think I need to like push the envelope a little bit more for myself. You know what I mean? I'm very safe.
I love what
Um,
you do though. It works for you and it looks good.
Thank
So
you.
if it
Thank
works
you.
for you, but I mean stepping out of the box is always
It's always fun. Like
fun.
that icy blue shirt. That shirt is like the best thing that ever happened to me. Oh my
I
god!
agree.
I remember walking into the store and the advisor was like, "Try it on." I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. I can't try it on because if I try it on, I'm going to buy it." And it's like, "You have no commitment." I'm like, and I tried it on. I can't leave it. I can't leave the
Perfect
shirt.
combination.
It just looks
Listen.
so good. It's
Ugh.
perfect. Yeah,
You
that
can
shirt
live
looks
in that
good.
shirt. I wouldn't be mad. You should
Yeah.
have wore it today. I should have told you.
Honestly, I would
Wear the
have. I would have worn it.
wear the blue shirt. Okay. What are three accessories that instantly elevate an outfit?
Okay. Watch, necklace, um, watch, necklace, and depending, it could either be like a nice ring or I also like a good bracelet. Um, but I love a necklace. Like this is I never take this off. This I got it from Tiffany like in 2017 or something. Like it has never left my neck. Um, this I love a good watch. I think if you're a man, woman, whatever, it's always nice to have a nice timepiece.
Do you feel like
Um,
a watch goes with anything? Like any outfit, any occasion?
I think so. If you get the right watch, I believe so. I think so. I think so. I think so. I would say so. A good watch can
Okay.
go pretty much anything and everything. Always. I have a lot of clients that they have one watch in their entire arsenal, and like that's just what they wear all the time, and it works. So yeah, I think one good watch and you'll be good to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are three wardrobe staples every person should own?
Ooh, okay. I would say definitely a good pair of jeans. Everyone needs a good pair of jeans. Um, you need a nice pair of trousers that you can dress up and dress down. Like a trouser that you can wear with a nice flowy shirt, you can put it with a suit, but also something that you could throw on with a t-shirt. Like you need to have that. Like not a strict suit pant, but something that can play to both. Um,
That's what I need.
those
It's
are
so hard for me to find trousers, especially I'm 5'9", so I will say like I'm on the taller side.
Mhm.
And like you, I got some thick thighs too. So it's like always a challenge for me because if I find something that's long enough, then the waist doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Or if I find something that fits my waist, like I hate that cuss where it's kind of like high waters, but then it's not like people can get away with it, but like
Yeah.
I just feel like my pants have to like go over my shoes to a certain
Yeah.
extent.
I
So
know exactly what you
I
mean.
feel like I always struggle with finding that. And even with denim, like I usually go and buy like denim, men's denim, and then just get the waist taken in. But it's
Yes.
just really hard to find like good trousers. And I'm right now, I'm on a search for some pinstripe trousers. I want some so bad.
Oh, me too. Me too. I'm actually
Like pinstripe trousers that just fit real. And like you said, like I could throw it on with a tank top. I could throw it on with a vintage tee. I could throw it
Mhm.
like I could dress it up. Like
Yep.
I'm looking for some pinstripe
Yep.
ones.
Yep.
I don't know who
I had
got
a
them, but I'm in search.
Yeah, I had a beautiful pair of pinstripe pants from Theory. They don't fit me anymore, unfortunately. But they were so good. They were so, and just like what you said, I would pair it with sneakers, loafers, t-shirt, button up. Like it just always worked. It was a gorgeous pair of trousers, and I tried putting them on. Like I still, I still have them in my closet. Like one day, but no, those are
What
gone.
they're just too small, or they like high
Woo, way
waters,
too
or all the
small. Way too small. I
okay.
got those. I was super skinny in COVID, like super skinny, super skinny. Like for context, like right now I'm like around like 175, 180, and like during COVID I was like 150, 155. Like I was super skinny.
Mm.
And I remember getting those pants and I took them to my tailor. I'm like, take it in more, take it in more, take it in more. So that shit is taken into the nth degree.
And they didn't leave the space. They cut the
They
space out.
they didn't leave the space because like I was under the impression I was gonna be that size forever. But it's
Whew.
fine. It's fine. On to the next
Okay.
thing.
On to the next pair when you find them.
Exactly.
Okay, what are three designers or it can be designers or pieces everyone should own at least once or
Ooh.
have?
Okay. Chanel, 100%. Love that brand down. I think there's something, especially now with the current creative director Matthew Boise, there's something for everybody there. Bags, shoes, ready to wear. There's a lot to choose from. Um, so Chanel is definitely one. I would also say Theory. Theory is a brand that I've always loved.
It's very slept on. Their leather jackets.
Yeah,
Ooh.
they have great pieces, incredible quality. The tailoring is top tier. And what I love about Theory as well is that they really do like engineer their fabrics to work for your life. Like I have a lot of trousers from them, and what I've always appreciated is that they make them in a way that gives you the look that you want, but like there's still ample amount of stretch. Like the material is like moisture,
Breathable.
it's breathable, is moisture wicking, like it's wrinkle resistant. So you're not left because sometimes you get those pants that are like 4-way stretch, wrinkle resistant. It's ugly. It's ugly to hell.
Yeah.
It's not flattering.
Yeah. No,
But
seriously.
Theory, like they have their fabrics. They'll make them in a variety of different silhouettes, so you have your pick. And like I love Theory, Theory, Chanel, and I would say Cartier. Honestly, Cartier. Like I think a good jewelry piece from them, a good watch is very universal. I don't think yeah, anything
You
from
can't
Cartier.
go wrong with Cartier. You
You
can't.
can't. You can't.
I want a love bracelet, and I feel like I've been kind of going back and forth with it just
Hmm.
because how they used to make them is not how they're made now. And it's like, I just love the story behind it with the love
Mhm.
bracelet,
Yeah.
and I feel like I still want one, but I don't know if it's a good investment.
Mm. I mean, if you love the style, I'll say go for it because that's a piece that you're never gonna take off.
You're one of those
Yeah.
friends I don't need.
Yeah.
Because you're just gonna always tell me to go for it.
No,
You're one of those people. You're one of those
no.
people.
Actually,
You're
I promise
bad.
you. I promise you. I actually. I do say yes quite a bit because I love fashion, right? And I think these things make us happy. But um, I like even with a lot of my fashion friends, like I'll tell them no sometimes. I'll give them my opinion. I'll give them my personal opinion. I have a friend actually who he got the Chanel charm, the Chanel like the little CC Chanel charm. He's like, oh Nick, what do you think
Hmm.
about it? And I thought like my honest opinion was like I don't like it personally. Like I would skip it. So I just tell my friends no
Okay, that's
sometimes.
surprising.
Yeah, yeah. I do tell my friends no sometimes.
First,
Yeah.
first,
A first
okay.
time. Oh
I
my God.
can't.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said okay, so it's Chanel, Cartier, and
Eerie.
Erie.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so the next segment is going to be called Circuit Black, which is basically going to be all things black in
Okay.
reference to. So, if you could style one black icon, past or present, who would it be and why?
Ooh.
Because predominantly,
Ooh.
do you style women
It's mainly
or
men
is it mixed?
actually. It's a mix, but it's
Really?
mainly men. It's mainly men. I know I post a lot of women's content, but it's mainly men. A lot of guys they just don't know what to do, and they're really they're businessmen. They just really don't have the time or bandwidth, and if they do have the time, they rather spend it with their family and things like that. So
Okay.
it's mainly men, and a handful of women. Um, but one black icon that I would style that are alive. Hmm.
It can even be like an icon to you.
Yeah.
And would you choose a woman or male?
Okay. Can I do two?
You can do two.
I can do two. Okay. If it's a woman, I would love to do Nicki Minaj just because I was a barb since I was a kid. So I would love an opportunity to like style her, like just for to kind of fulfill that fantasy that I had as a child.
Mm-hmm.
The other one that I would probably do is like Bob Marley. I think Bob Marley was so swaggy. And I know he's not
Mm.
with us right now, but I feel like he would be. I love his energy. I love like his ethos. Like everything about him was just so raw and like good. And I think he's somebody that would have been able to tell such a beautiful like fashion story. So
I
he
can
was the other
see
one.
that. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know why I'm just envisioning like Bob Marley meets like Steve Harvey style, like the swag.
exactly,
Like, I don't know. Like, I could
exactly,
see him with the like the Izanayaki pants you had. Like, I don't know, just
exactly.
real cool.
Really
Like, I could
cool.
definitely see that.
I would even like put
Okay.
them in some like Bodhi or some other like like Southeast Asian brands, like this very like chill, or maybe like some like Nigerian brands too. Like that's kind of the vision that I have for someone like Bob Marley. Just he's a cool guy. He was just such a cool guy.
I can see that. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that kind of gave me chills. Like, oh, if only, if only.
Yeah.
Okay, what business would you purchase from again and why? That's black owned.
Ooh, a black owned business that I would purchase from again and why? Trying to think.
It's funny, the last time I did this with one of my guests, she was talking about she had got some Jamaican food. She was like, the Jamaican food is so good there. I'm like, okay, if that's what you want.
Oh my God. It's interesting. I don't know if this place is black owned or not, but I went to a Caribbean spot last night called Mangrove. Um, I did enjoy their food. I did enjoy it. I don't know if they're black owned though, so like I don't want to say that. Um,
I've heard of them, but the food was good.
the food
I
was
never
good.
been.
The food was
Okay.
good. We had the cauliflower. It was very, very yummy. Um,
Mm.
what else? There's this. Okay, I got this. It's like body butter and like oil from this company called Candle Cafe Studio. Their scents are like top tier, top tier. Like I have two oils from them. I have a Palo Santo oil and like some other like oud oil, and it smells delicious. I remember I would wear a fragrance. I would wear Hermes Burnia, and people would ask, like, "Oh my god, what are you wearing?" But I would layer it with the oil. I would layer it with the oil, and
Mhm.
I told one of my friends like, "Okay, it's Burnia by Hermes. If you like that fragrance," I was like, "There's something else there." I'm like, "Oh, I think it's the oil. Maybe." He's like, "It's that. Like the oil is what's really
It's
giving you that
complementing
pop."
everything all together, mixed probably with like your body odor. Because I already said
Exactly.
you look like you smell good, so like
Thank
it's
you.
just
Thank you.
oozing through the skin. You can't
Thank
buy
you.
this. You can't buy this. Just tell
Thank
them you
you.
can't buy it.
Thank you. Thank you. But no, Candle
Okay.
Cafe Studio, that's the black owned business that I would definitely buy from again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any businesses in your city that you think people should know about?
Ooh. There's one menswear boutique in Wynwood called OFY. I haven't been there in a long time, but I've always liked their curation. It was very like very Miami, very LA, like super relaxed. So I do enjoy that boutique. I'm trying to think about anything else that's local here that I would recommend.
I mean, one
Um,
is enough. I never knew about them, so I actually have to
okay,
look them up. It's menswear.
menswear, OFI boutique.
Okay.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
that.
All right. So, which black entrepreneur has inspired your approach to business or fashion?
Ooh, I would say La Roche is definitely somebody that has inspired me. Um, I'll say him. I'll say him. I really love his dynamic with Zendaya, and I think their story is very inspiring. I love everything that they have going on for sure.
Do you have a muse currently?
Amuse. Oh, it's the one that I'm dressing like on a regular basis, or
Yeah.
um, I don't think I have anyone at the moment that's like a Zendaya. No, not at the moment. Hopefully
Would you want
soon.
that?
I
Like
would
somebody
love
that's kind of
that.
like starting from the bottom and then like you literally create the your own
I
Carrie Bradshaw type of
yeah,
thing.
I would love that. I would love that.
Oh, but so you
Really.
would rather that with a female or a male? Because I know you said you work with males more.
Hmm. Honestly, either. Honestly, either. I mean, with women, it's fun. Women are so whimsical. You know what I mean? Like you have heels, you have sparkly dresses. There's so much that you can do. Um,
Right.
but honestly, either. Even like menswear right now is super exciting. So honestly, like flip a
I
coin,
agree.
whichever one.
Menswear is so exciting, and I feel like so many people play it so safe. And then I think I don't know if it's like an epidemic, but like the men are so out of shape, and it's like, ew. Like nobody wants to see you in this polo shirt, this polo with this beer belly. Like, ugh, like, ugh.
Yeah,
That's
it's
another topic.
yeah. Like
That's another
I always tell people like you have to take care of yourself.
lose
You know what I
weight.
mean? Like, but
You have to lose weight.
I had one client, my first my friend that I told you about actually. He used to glamorize. You know, he did very well for himself. You know, like he's great for himself financially, and he would always glamorize like these billionaires that looked unkept. Like he would always show me this one particular billionaire that looked god awful. Like, no, Nick, like look, like he's worth like I don't know how many billions of dollars. Like, look, he looks like shit. I'm like, he looks awful. Like, why would you, if you're young, healthy, and wealthy, why would you opt to be ugly? You know what I mean? Like, why would
Like,
you do
why is
that?
that even in the options?
Yeah. So thankfully, like, he saw the light. He lost a bunch of weight, and we got into things, and it's just better. You know what I mean? It's just so much better when you do it for yourself first and foremost. You know what I mean? You gotta love your body, how it is, and all that stuff. But you have to put yourself first and take care of yourself. Like I think men need to understand that it's okay to look after yourself. It's okay. It's okay. You can't have a rollie on the wrist and like fungus on your toe. Like it's not. You got to take care of yourself.
Or
You know what I
fungus in
mean?
that mouth?
The breath can be hot sometimes. The breath can
Oh,
be
the
hot. Yeah.
people, the people.
The
You can
people.
look at them and then they open that mouth, and it's
Yeah.
like, what is happening? You need help.
Oh,
Call
the
the
dunk.
police.
It's crazy.
Call the police. Okay. All right.
Oh my god.
Who's who's someone? Please. I play too much. Okay. So who's someone in your network that's doing incredible work? For like they could be front of house, back of house, behind the scenes, anything like that. That is black.
Oh,
That you want to just highlight.
what's that
Give
out
their
to?
flowers to.
There's a woman that I met actually at Nordstrom a while ago. Now I believe she's a stylist at Ball Harbor. Her name is Lasty Swallow. Love her down. Super sweet girl. Like we haven't hung out like all that much, but like I just loved her energy. She's like a really fashionable girl, super fly. And what I admire about her is that like she's just real. You know what I mean? Like I met her that one day at Nordstrom in Aventura, and she was like, "Girl, like I gotta get it together." I'm like, "I appreciate you." You know what I mean? Like she's just raw, real. So Lassie Swallow, if you're watching this, that's the girl that I like to highlight.
Yes, give her flowers. Where is she
Yeah,
now?
she's at Ball Harbor.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah. She was at Nordstrom,
nice.
and now she's at Ball Harbor, which is great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to reset the room a little bit,
Okay.
just to bring it back in. So if you are new here, this is episode 6 of Outfits and Cocktails. I'm here with Saint Nick Styles, and we are talking all things fashion, raw, uncut, with some cocktails. He has his water and his glowing skin. And if you're here joining us, make sure you're following both of us and also share this live with a friend. So, next game is called This or That. I'm going to jump right into it. You just
Okay.
pick this or that. So, spring, summer, or fall, winter?
Oh, spring, summer.
Is it because you live in Florida?
But yeah, I am not a fan of the cold at all.
When it comes to fashion, though, spring, summer, or fall, winter?
Still spring, summer.
Okay. Still spring, summer. Okay. Showing skin or playing with silhouettes?
Ah, showing skin. I
I
like
know.
showing skin. Yeah. Yeah.
Accessories make the outfit or outfit speaks for itself?
Accessories with the outfit. Accessories,
Okay.
100%.
Designer shoes or designer bags?
Designer bags.
Outfit repeating or never wearing the same look twice?
Oh, outfit repeating. I'm like, I bought the clothes. Like, it's in my closet. I'm gonna wear it again.
And that's what the people be hiring you for, because they buy a bunch of stuff and then they don't even wear it because they just feel
Exactly.
like. And I think a lot of the time, especially with fashion, people don't know how to be innovative with their clothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just
100%.
think, is that like, for like the trousers, for instance, they just think you're only supposed to wear it with like a button up. They wouldn't even think you could wear it with like a vintage tee.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that's where you come in.
hmm
Okay. Luxury vintage or brand new vintage? Vintage, luxury, or brand new vintage?
I
I'm
would.
I-
No, I got you. I
the
got you.
sparkling wine is hitting. Vintage luxury or brand new luxury?
I would do. I would do vintage. I will say, I think the tides are going to be shifting soon because now luxury fashion is getting a lot more interesting. Like with all the new appointments, Maria Grazia being back at Fendi, Alessandra Michele at Valentino, Pier Paola at Balenciaga. I think we're getting into a really fun time in fashion. So I think soon is going to be like relatively the same, but right now I would definitely say vintage.
Vintage. Is
Yeah.
it the quality or just what they used to do?
It's both, honestly. It's both. Like with Chanel bags, especially, if you look at the quality on vintage pieces to the ones that you see now,
Didn't they
it's
used
like
to wear they used to use 18 carats
tw-
gold, and
24,
it was
24 karat
8.
gold plated.
Okay.
24 karat gold plated. Now it's not that. I think it's a big missed opportunity, but it's fine. Um,
It's like, what are we paying for?
Yeah, I mean, I will say in recent years, I do know that Chanel. did some things internally to like tighten up on their quality, because I remember I even got I had to get this situated with a client actually, because she had bought a bag and very shortly after buying it, the hardware was turning silver. Yeah, yeah. But that, I don't think that's happening anymore with their bags. I think they tightened up their quality control, so we should be in the clear now. And I think a lot of brands are understanding that as well. I think a lot of brands are understanding that they're not able to churn out product like they were in the 2010s and like early 2020s. Um, but yeah, my pick personally would be vintage. The designs back then were really funky, really cool, and like the pieces just felt substantial to like the buttons, the hardware. Like it
Like
feels.
they took their
They
time.
took their
Fashion was
time.
so fun. So are you here for like a lot of the companies are redoing their vintage stuff? Like the D Squire like skate boot. Like
Yeah.
they're redoing it. Like are you here for the new or it's like, oh, I'd rather buy the vintage?
You know, it's a mix, because the thing is with a lot of the pieces that a lot of us would rather buy vintage, like they're not available anymore. You know, I know somebody had made some comments on like Fendi re-releasing their baguettes, and while yes, you may be able to find some of them on the resale market, like they're either not in that great of condition, or they're trading at like if they are in decent condition, like it's a very high premium that you're paying for it. So I think it's dope that they're doing some reissues. My main thing is like whatever it is that they're reissuing, it needs to be very limited. So for example, like I really love the way that Fendi is handling the reissues of their Fendi baguettes, because like it's all pre-ordered, like it's supposed to be limited. They're all like numbered. That's
Oh,
so
really? Okay.
yeah, like they're doing it. It's a very, from what I understand, they're running a very tight ship with that. Um, One that I didn't like so much was how Louis Vuitton did like redid the Murakami. I think it was just like so much Murakami.
Why?
There was like so much Murakami. Like okay, it was 20-year anniversary. I get it, but it was around for a while. Like they reissued a lot of the Murakami pieces. It was easily.
It's weird that they reissued it and it kind of seemed they like it was fake. Like I don't
Yeah,
know, it was just given like it wasn't even like it just seemed like a dupe of the real thing. Like, and it's like
exactly. And like
okay,
again, it was dope that they did it, because again, a lot of the Murakami pieces are 20 years old. Like if you wanted, I always wanted the white multicolor one, and a lot of the vintage ones, like the
same.
canvas yellowed a little bit. So if you wanted to get that in a brand spanking white new condition, like, you have that option. But I just feel like it should have been more limited. Like nothing should have been available online. It should have been like pre-order only, a couple months, and like cut the cameras. But
Right.
because that's the thing with luxury, I think luxury is meant to be like a little bit exclusive, and things, these items aren't meant for everybody to have. And
True.
when everybody can have it, and you already have so much of it available on the resale market too, it's like, what am I even buying? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think Fendi
And
did a
then
good
even
job with
throwing
it.
in the dupes, even though I mean I don't really look at the dupes. Like I know some people are like, it's too many fakes of this. I don't want it. And it's like,
Yeah,
well, if you know yours is real, then it
what
really
does it
doesn't
matter?
matter.
I
But
agree.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So overall, my pick is vintage. Yeah.
Vintage, vintage,
Yeah.
vintage. I love vintage. I love vintage. Do you have vintage like connections, like a vintage network, like if someone
Oh my
wanted
yeah,
to?
I
Okay,
do. Yeah, there's a couple vintage dealers that I work with. Some of them are local, others are like based in Japan. Some in New York and things like that. So
so
I
you
usually,
source as well.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay, I
Mhm,
didn't know that. That's good to
mhm.
know.
Yeah,
I'm looking for a few pieces, so I definitely need to be hitting you up.
got you.
Okay, so I have the last segment is going to be called Fashionably Unfiltered because we know
Okay.
you have no filter. You're going to keep it raw. You're going to keep it real. Some people may love it. Some people may hate it,
hmm
but it's you, and that's what I love. So, what's a fashion opinion that quote unquote gets you in trouble?
Oh, fashion opinion that gets me in trouble. Um, the Birkin's boring. Like, I think a Birkin is boring. I think it's a good classic bag, but it's a bag that has like no personality at all. Um, oh, the other thing is too is like, like everyone is like now glamorizing like Jane Birkin, which is great. She's an icon, legend. Don't get me wrong, but it's like similar to that Jacob Elordi effect, where like you're not Jane Birkin. You know what I mean? Like
You can't do it like her.
you can't
You're not her.
exactly like stop trying to like I'm gonna Jane Birkin up on my Birkin and I'm gonna go ahead and put my entire library in my bag and my water bottle in my cat food. Why?
Like you just want to be so effortlessly, so hard, and you're trying too hard.
Exactly. You're trying so hard to be effortless. Like this is just is nonsensical what you're doing right now. You know what I mean? So
Like, do you know what that word means?
exactly. Like, do you know what effortless means? Like, you're doing so much to look effortless. Like, you're adding all these bits. Like, I remember seeing all these like TikToks of people like
Are you
Jane
pulling
Birkin
your
find
hair
my
out?
Birkin. No, yeah, like my hair out. Like, we're like, Jane Birkin find my Birkin. Like, you're doing so much. Like, you're literally setting out onto a mission to give like you're putting in so much effort to look effortless. It is silly. Let's be you, girl. You ain't gotta be Jane Birkin. Jane Birkin already did Jane Birkin. Be you. That's my
That
opinion. Yeah.
okay. We love it. I'm here for it. So, are influencers changing fashion for the better or for the worse?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. It's a combination of things. I think, in my opinion, the fashion houses need to be a bit more discerning with who it is that they're inviting to the shows and giving a platform to. So, for example, like at the most recent Gucci show, um, first and foremost, I wanted to make a disclaimer. Like, I'm not trying to come across as somebody who's like hating from outside the club. You know what I mean? Like, I have not gotten a fashion show invite, so I don't want anybody to be like, "You're just jealous." Da, 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 da.
Right.
Like, that's not where I'm coming from here at all. I just remember seeing like the lineup of people who that attended the Gucci fashion show, and I'm like, none of these people have ever mentioned anything Gucci. These are not clients of the brand. These are also like not fashion influencers at all. Like they don't really talk about style or anything like that. Why are they here other than getting a photo maybe and like getting some extra clicks? I'm not really seeing the value that they add. When I look at influencers that I believe like are adding to the conversation, I think of people like Tamara. I love Tamara. I love Fashion Power. I love Brian Boy. Like those are people who I believe are like fashion. Like they really love, live and breathe it. And I think those are the type of influencers that need to be given a platform. Um,
Okay.
but
What
like,
do you think about wisdom? I just wanted to throw
oh,
that in there.
oh, Wisdom, of course. He needs to be front row everywhere. Wisdom K. He needs to be front row everywhere. Like, he needs to be walking the runways. He needs to be sitting front row. He needs to be interviewed by every single creative director. Like, that man deserves, like, every single flower on this earth. Like, he's fucking doing it. I love that guy.
He's doing the Lord's
Love that
work.
guy.
Yes.
He's doing the Lord's work.
Okay.
Wisdom is a king in this space, and he's another one I would probably put like on top, like who is just beyond a. He's like he really is a tastemaker and like beyond the consumer as well because a lot of influencers are tastemakers of course but they're consumers like okay this is a new product that I recommend and yada 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 which is great but wisdom really really takes it to a whole other level like I am obsessed with him and he puts outfits together that like, he pulls outfits off that no one else can pull off. He really is
Very
that guy.
true.
Yeah, he is
And
that
it's
guy.
clean. It's
Super clean.
clean.
Yeah, I want to see what's in his closet because, like, that man, I feel like he has a pant and a shirt and a shoe and a belt and an
He got those
earring
tan
for
trousers you looking
everything.
for.
Yeah, I feel like he has something for everything. I see these looks. I'm like, girl, like, where'd you get this? Like he's incredible, incredible. Love that guy.
Love him too.
Hmm.
Okay. So, what's a fashion rule that people need to stop following?
Oh, fashionable people need to stop following. I think girls. I think they kind of stopped doing this already, but generally speaking, I think girls kind of have to stop following that rule that like your bag has to match your shoes. Like I don't think that's like a requirement, you know? Like I think you can have a bit more fun with it. I remember even back when I was in high school, like this one girl, she wore like black shoes with like her black bag, and I was like, there's just something off about this look. It's like, well, you're supposed to wear it like this. I'm like, I know, but there's something that's
No.
not clicking, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
that's one rule that I would definitely say that people have to stop following. Like, if you want to wear a silver pump with like a green bag, it's gonna be fine. You
Why
know
did
what
I know you were going to say green? I was literally about to say green bag.
I
I don't know the frequency.
mean? Yep. Same
Okay,
with them.
what's something everyone seems to love that you just don't understand besides the Birkin?
Ooh. Besides the Birkin. And let me say, I do want one still. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm offered one, I would more gladly
Birkin
accept
or
it. But
Kelly?
I prefer a Kelly. I think that, in my opinion, I think that Kelly, I would take a Birkin. But I do believe that Kelly is the true it bag between the two of them. That's my personal preference. But something that everyone is loving that I'm personally hating, uh, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a lot of the Miu Miu ready to wear. I think that Miuccia Prada is a brilliant woman. She has turned out some beautiful designs, but I don't understand people being so enamored with a plain polo that just has like a
But
Miu
just
Miu logo on it. Yeah, that's something
right.
I don't get. Um, like the name of the brand is cute. I think maybe that has a lot to do with it because like Miu Miu, like it sounds cutesy and whatever else, but
Right.
that's something that I've never understood. I've never understood it. So
I
I
don't
don't know.
understand it either.
Yeah.
I get it, but like I feel like people look at it in my head. Like I just
Mhm.
think sometimes because it's just like a small logo, people look at it as like quote unquote like a quiet luxury type of thing. Like,
Absolutely.
oh, like it's a t-shirt, but it costs like 500, but it's Miu Miu.
Exactly. And the thing is that it's thousands. That's the other thing too, where it's like the tank tops will run you over $1,000, which is crazy.
Oh,
Um, yeah, if the
well,
prices
shit, I thought they were like 5 to 800. They're
no girl, the prices are up there for Mew Mew, up there. Their baseball caps are like $700. Like their prices are way up there. And again, she's brilliant. She's brilliant. Like she knows what she's doing. Like privately owned company. Like shout out to her. She knows how to make a coin. But the other thing too is that I don't really feel like there's anything all that inventive or new about Mew Mew either. I feel like it's taking a lot from the playbooks of like 2005 like Abercrombie. You know what I mean? Like I
right.
don't, like a cute little crop polo and like baggy jeans or like
The matching short
yeah, you
set
know what
is
I mean?
just
Like
okay.
if you were to take that little Mew Mew and you change it to like the moose from Abercrombie, like you know what I mean? Like would you still
It
want
would
it?
literally kind of be like same thing.
Exactly. Like so yeah, that's just my 2 cents regarding Mew Mew. Like I'm happy for everybody that has their pieces and that they're loving their pieces. I'm happy for you. I don't see the allure in it at all. Um, but happy to everybody that's happy for their happy with their pieces.
I'm happy for you, and that's all I have to say. And
Exactly.
if you don't have anything nice to say, you just don't say it. I'm just happy for you,
I'm
okay?
happy for exactly.
Okay. What's one thing people need to hear even though they don't want to? I think we've said it so many times, but
Oh my
what
gosh. And one thing I'll always say, you have to like dress for your body type. That's the main thing, really. Like dress for your body type is incredibly important. Incredibly important. And one thing that I will say too is, um, men, of course, like if you have like skinnier legs and you're like heavy on the top, again, don't try to look like an ice cream cone. Um, I think another thing that's really important too is like women that have like a lot of body, you have to be very mindful of how you dress too, because like it can be very like borderline. You can go from being like you want to be sexy and sultry, but then you don't want to be giving hooker, you know? Because it's how it goes. If you have a lot going on, you have to just be mindful. Um, and depending
very,
on what I
very
come
true.
across, like I had this one friend we went out to an event together. She wore this beautiful like Saint Laurent knitted 2-piece set. And one thing that I was observing is that like while it's sheer, very sexy, very soft and raw, like it looked good on her because like she has body, but like petite body, like curves, a little bit of butt, a little bit of titty. So it wasn't doing too much. And I was thinking like that same outfit on someone like Spice Official, for example, would be doing way too
Mm-hmm.
much. You know, it'd be doing you're stretching that shit like all the way
To the
out
max.
to the max. And it's going to
No more
be
elasticity.
exactly exactly. And it's just going to be revealing too much. So yeah, just overall just think for your body type. That's the most important thing. You know, it's not about like body shaming. It's not about
No, it's not. And cause the crazy thing about it is, I may want to wear certain things, or I may be shopping with somebody and I will tell them like, "Oh, I can't wear that." And they
yeah,
don't understand it. They're like, "Girl, you're skinny." And it's like, I'm not skinny. One.
yeah,
Two, I already know how I will want it to look on me and I don't think I'm going to
eh,
like it.
exactly.
And they still don't understand it.
Yep,
And I mean, it's something you personally have to know within yourself. Like, this isn't for me. This isn't
exactly.
my body type.
It's not your body type, and also understanding like your I don't know if this is the right word, but like your archetype, because again, like sometimes I'll get dressed in outfits that I see, you know, I see someone else on social media with them. Like, okay, I think I have these pieces in my wardrobe. Let me go ahead and pair it together.
Hmm.
And I put it on, and like I mentioned earlier, like I look like an immigrant uncle. And for some reason, like on so and so, it looked like hot and sexy and like really like California cool boy. But on
Right.
me, it just wasn't landing. One of my
It's not
friends, he's Dominican, and like certain things were just like Nick, like I cannot wear this because otherwise I look like like
a Puerto
I'm
Rico.
yeah, I look like super Dominican. Like I, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like he has to be very mindful. Like I can't put on like big gold sunglasses because it's going to give Dominican. Like I look like I'm cosplaying
Hmm.
almost. So those are just things that you have to be mindful of when getting dressed.
Okay. And last question was be, has social media made people more stylish or more trend driven? And do you think people should or should not follow trends?
I think social media has made people more trend driven. You know, at the end of the day, we're all on this because we're looking for clicks, we're looking for engagement, and trends are what drive that. You know what I mean? Like people want to be in the latest, whether it's the new Chanel bag or like the polka dots or whatever it is. That's what's going to get you that type of engagement. Um, so with that being said, I think it's really important for people to not follow trends. I think you really need to just find what works for you because what works for you today is going to work for you tomorrow and next year and the year after. Some of the most,
Timeless.
yeah, some of the most stylish people. You can still incorporate trends into your lifestyle. Like one thing that I'm really grateful for is that flip flops have become trendy, and I've always been into sandals, but it was a challenge for me to find flip flops that I liked because they were all like super duper thick straps, like the like uncle type sandal. And now that
Okay.
flip flops are trending, like they have thinner strap flip flops for men, which is perfect for me. So like that's a trend that I've been able to participate in now, but like it's something that is also just true to me. Like I've always been into sandals. I have prior to the two flip flops that I got recently, I have like four pairs of sandals already because it's me. So yeah, you can participate in trends and like find things that work for you, but ultimately I wouldn't
Alter it to yourself.
exactly,
Like, I know you mentioned the whole like denim with like the loafers and the scrunchy the scrunchy socks. It's like, oh hey, I like this, but how can I alter it? Like, I love tank tops, so like maybe just wearing a tank top with it, or it's
exactly,
kind of like add your own style into what you see as a trend,
exactly.
or just don't follow it.
Or don't follow it. Or don't follow it.
Or don't follow it. Okay. That was actually my last question for you.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Have
know if the
fun.
audience may or may not have any questions, but I've just been enjoying my time
Yeah,
and I
this
can
is so
ramble. I can keep
fun.
going on.
Me too. This is so fun. I had such a
I
good time.
know. Listen, because I think one thing I can appreciate also about you, and I think it sets you apart from a lot of different people, is you know your shit. Like when it comes to
Thank you.
fashion, some people don't even know like design like the bag names, or they may not even know who's the current creative director, or
Yeah.
like they just like they some and that's fine, but like some people they just see stuff, they like it. Oh, I like Chanel, or I like Gucci, or I like this, and
Yeah.
they don't really know about it in depth. And I can tell just watching you on social media and following you, like you know your shit, you know what you're talking about. You can
Thank you.
actually talk your shit, and that's what I love because
Thank you.
you know fashion.
I appreciate
So
it.
I
Thank you
want to
so
give you
much.
your flowers on that, and
Thank
I'm so
you.
thankful that I had you as a guest.
Thank you for
And
having me.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, we have to do this again. I had a really good time doing this. Time flew. Like I,
time flew. Listen, I was looking. I'm like, it's about to be 9:30,
yeah,
and I can keep going because I have the rambles, but we have to do a part two.
definitely,
Or
100%.
maybe I'm thinking we could possibly do something like in person, or like some type of like YouTube or something,
I
because I'm
like
doing like
that.
YouTube now. Like maybe like a style challenge I can put together for you, or like I don't know, like
100%.
we'll talk off camera, but I wanted
Definitely.
to definitely say I enjoyed myself. I had such a good time. If you're here, thank you for watching us. If you are just joining, this episode will actually be on YouTube. So make sure you're following SaintNickStyles and also Style Vault 001, and we'll give you some updates on the YouTube. But other than that, do you have anything else to say?
Ah, nothing. Thank you again for having me. This is again so much fun. I had a great time.
I
Really, I
had
had so
such
much
a great
fun.
time as well. So I guess we're just going to sign off with style, and we'll chat soon.
Awesome. All right.
All
Bye
right. Have a good
guys.
night.
Bye
Thank you.
Toyah.
Bye, everybody. Bye.